Hey there, welcome back. I'm Mark, and for today's drawing, we'll be doing Megatron from the Transformers. All you need for this project is a sheet of white paper, a pencil with an eraser, black Sharpie, and some colored markers. So I'm going to do this rectangular shape right about here. This will be the chest area. Then down over here, this will be the midsection, the waist area. So this will kind of be like this. This will be almost like a little triangular shape like that. And then we'll have a leg that kind of comes out in this direction like this. And then this big leg's gonna be like over here. Something like that. And then on this side, we'll have the other leg that kind of goes over to the left. And then this will be in this direction, like that. We'll have a shoulder, arm over here, and then we'll have this like really big gun over on this side. So once you get this kind of laid out, we can start defining our shapes. So I will start with where I began, which is this rectangular shape. And I'm going to come down a little bit on both sides, just kind of continue that. Then this is going to go over to the left, just slightly. This will also go over to the left. And then I'll connect these lower sections here with a straight line. Now over in this direction, we will come to the left, we'll go down. And then we'll do the same over here. We'll kind of be a little bit at an angle. And we're going to come down right off of that shape there. And then these will kind of connect like that, parallel to this line. And then we'll just have a little bit of a edge there. Now this will go off to the right, like that. Okay, now we're going to come down at an angle here, and we'll come down at an angle there. And then in the middle, so if this is the middle of our chest, coming down at an angle like that, we're going to have this little box shape right here, and this is going to come down a little bit straighter. So this is at an angle, but this will come down at a different angle, a little bit straighter. Okay, then we're gonna move and slide this up just a little bit. So his torso is gonna end right about here. And the torso is gonna have this curve that curves like this. And if you kept going, this would curve like that. Then this will come down and angle in. And we'll do the same on this side. So this comes out, and this will angle upward like that. Then we can outline this shape like this, and then we'll outline this one right here. Okay, and then we can have a little angle right there, and then this is gonna come down at an angle. So this piece kind of sticks out. And we'll do a line right here. We'll do another line that comes across like that. Then we'll have this rectangle over here. And we'll do two circular shapes, a large one here and a small one. And then we can do a little box over on the left. Okay, let's do some details right in here. I'll do these three little vented shapes right here, and these actually will come down a little bit like that. And then we can do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, and these will kind of like tuck under. Okay, now let's keep going downwards. So we're gonna go from this side here, we're gonna kind of come over to the left. And then this will come back to the right a little bit. And then we'll come down and back to the right like this. And we're gonna come up and then back over to the right like that. Then these lines here, this perspective line like that, we'll do the same down over here. Kind of go over to the right like that. Okay, and there'll be a little bit of a line right there. And on this side, this will just angle like that. So my head is going to be right about here. So it's going to be turned and off center a little bit. Comes from here, we'll just draw like this curve like this. Okay, and then right here is going to be the chin. So we're going to come like that. We're going to have this flat chin right here, and this is going to come back up. Okay, so the center is here. We can draw the shield. So let's go and draw the mask. So I'm going to do these two lines like this rectangular shape here. I'll do another one on this side. And then over here, this will come and round like this. And then this will round over here and get like wider. Okay, and the reason for that is because we're going to have the neck right about here. Okay, then we're going to come up from this side. And then if this was rounded, I'm just going to draw like a faint line like that. We can do the same on this side. So this will be kind of rounded like that. And over here, this will tuck under. Then we'll have the shield like this at a slight angle over here. Okay, then we can go offset like this a little bit to the left. And then this is going to come up at an angle, just a little bit. And then what we can do here is we can offset this as well. So we'll do a little rectangle like this. And then this is going to come just a little bit to the left. Then we can have a line that comes up like that. We'll do the same on this side, like this. And then now this will peak right here. So we're going to come up and then back down like that. And then we're going to come up and up from that edge. Then we'll have the shield top of the head like this. Now this will come and follow these lines here like that. And then this will be sticking out a little bit. And then we're going to come down like that. And then we're going to kind of meet up over here. Just like that. And on this side here, we're just going to kind of come at an angle in like this and then just meet up like that. Now on the inside, we're going to do the eyes. So we're going to come and we're going to leave like a little bit of a gap right in here. So we're going to do this eye that comes down. I'm going to do another eye that goes up like that. And then this is going to come down and it's going to be kind of flat at the base. So flat and kind of rounded like that a little bit. Then we'll have these like two little triangles at the top. Then the nose will come down pretty much like at a straight line. And it'll have like a little bit of a flat spot there. And then we're going to step down just a little bit from that nose and we'll do a line across. And then this is going to dip down on both sides like that. And then we'll follow that with another kind of like an echo line like this. Okay, and then we'll have like this shading that comes off of there and then comes down. Same over here. This is kind of like this chiseled shape like that. All right, so there's his head. Now let's go over to the right. We'll draw this arm. So I'm going to go off of this corner and I'll draw a rectangular shape over to the right. Come down. This will come out to the right like this, and then this will follow in parallel to that. Just before you get to this edge, you can come down like that, and then we'll do the same on this side. And now this is going to end below this line here, so we're going to come down right about here and end right about there. So those two will converge like that. And then this here will come and point right there. We'll just draw a parallel line to that. Then up here, this edge here, let's draw a parallel line to that. We'll come down and extend. Then we can draw a line straight down from here in parallel like that to these edges here. Okay. Then we can come down from here and we'll have this shape sticking up at an angle. So right about here, we'll pop out, we'll come down, and this can actually just keep going straight up. And then we'll have a line that comes down like this, and then this will connect, and then this will come down at an angle like that. Then we can do these little vents over there. Just above here now, I'm going to draw a line coming in from this line here, something around here. And I'll do two lines that come up. Then I'll do another one that kind of tapers just a little bit. Follow this parallel line here, like that. This will be flat. And then we'll have a line that comes up like this just a little bit, and then this line here will be parallel like that. Okay, now what you can do is we can draw a round shape that goes right where this corner intersects here. We can just draw this like elliptical shape right here. So this is kind of like the joint that the arm kind of slots into. And then we'll do another one just a little bit smaller like that. And then over here we can have a line that comes down. Now let's draw a little bit of a perspective here in thickness. So I'm going to come and draw this edge like that, and then this is going to kind of round here for where the elbow is going to be. And then we're going to round this up like that. Then we can draw the forearm over here. So I'm going to draw a line that goes from this corner here, and it's going to go down at a slight angle like that. Then over here we'll come at an angle like this, and then this will be an angle that's parallel like that. Then roughly about middle way of this lower area here, we'll parallel line to this top piece like that. Now this edge is going to come down at a slight angle on both ends there. We can connect these together. And then this is going to come right about here. Now we don't want to go too far in, so we'll just do a subtle line like that, and then a parallel line over there. And then we can join these two together. Then we're going to have the fist right in here. So if we draw a line that's angled like that just a little bit, then what we could do is we're going to have a fist, and this fist is going to have these like knuckles right here and then knuckles right there. Okay, so there's going to be a lower section that comes down like this, and then it rounds. Okay, and then you can come up over here. This will kind of continue. And then we're going to have this finger right here. So we're going to have one finger, then we're going to have another one, and then a third one, and then a fourth one. So like that. And then we're going to show the thumb right about here. So midway through that second finger, we're going to kind of come up over like this, and then this is going to kind of bend and come in right here and in over there. So that's going to kind of be like that. And we have our thumb with our fingers in place. And I think I might make these fingers just a little bit bigger and just go right into that shape there. So I'll erase these later, those smaller pieces there. Okay, then this can just extend in like that. And what we can do over here is just bring this line up like that. Then we want to finish this area off, and this will just come down at a slight angle, and then we'll come over here and there'll be a slight angle right there. All right, so next thing I want to do is I'm going to get in this front leg over here on the left. So we're going to come and extend from this section here. We're going to come and bend a shape like this. And then from right about here, almost like where this points here, we're going to have this kind of bend like that as well. And then down right here, this is going to come up like this, just like that. Okay, so now this might be a little bit too full, so I might just kind of thin this out a little bit like that. Okay, and then let's put a little line there. Now I'm going to go and draw a line that kind of tapers down a little bit towards the left. And on this side right here, so just inside of this line right here, we're going to come down at an angle like that. And we want this to kind of extend further like that. Okay, now we're going to have a little edge that kind of points to the left. These will kind of combine. And then this is going to kind of tuck back in a little bit. And then this is going to connect. Okay, then we're going to go and we're going to come down and we're going to sweep this over to the left like that. And then we're going to want this to be narrower than this over here. So if I draw a line right now, like that, we're going to want this to be a little bit wider. So you can see right here. So I'm going to have a little bit less of a curve right there. Okay. And then this line's going to come, not straight down, but just at a slight angle. And this will do the same, but just a little bit over there. Okay, then let's go and angle this side on the right. Now this is going to kind of bow to the right a little bit. So we're going to curve this, and this is just going to keep going, kind of stop right about here. And then this, I kind of like that thickness down there. We'll just go and combine that together. Now this right here will be parallel like that, just a little bit. And then before I forget, I'm going to kind of go where this height is here and then just step up just a little bit from there. We're going to come down at an angle. This will step just a little bit off the base, and then this will kind of be almost straight, so it'll be a little bit thicker at the base like that. Okay, now over here I'm going to follow this line, but we're going to taper this a little bit over. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a line that comes across right here Okay, and then we're gonna almost like if we kept this line going and we keep that going like this, that's gonna curve like that, and then this one will also curve like that. And then we can draw this parallel line like that. Then this will come down almost like straight down, and we'll tweak that just a little bit. These will connect, and then this will connect right over here like that. Now I'm going to have a piece that kind of sticks up, so I'm going to follow this edge just a little bit off of this edge here. This is going to be raised up, and I'm going to taper this down, and then right here it's going to kind of go, and then I'm going to have two lines that follow, and then right here I'll combine these and then drop these down just a little bit to show some thickness like that, and then we can erase that middle part there. Now I'm going to put some detail in here, so about halfway I'm going to come at an angle a little bit, then I'll just come almost like straight down like that, and then this will be angled somewhere about there. Then I'll draw this line that comes down, and this almost points right here. This will be like this triangular piece. It kind of points like that right into this corner. And then at the base of this triangle, I'll have these two rectangular shapes. So one's going to be there, the other one's going to be here. And then I'll just kind of split these so to make them even and equal. So we'll just do something like that. So I've got two rectangular shapes. Then we'll do this elliptical shape right here. Then off of this, I'll come down with a line, and I'll do two more rectangular shapes right here. There'll be a flat line that kind of goes up. This will go up just a little bit, and then we'll curve these together. And then we'll do this rectangular shape that comes up just like that. Maybe there's like two lines in here, and then we'll just do this like round elliptical shape up there. Okay, let's get this other leg in now. So coming out of here, we're gonna just kind of step this down a little bit, and we're gonna curve this like that. So this is gonna be like the upper thigh area. That's gonna curve like this, and then we'll round this over here. Now he has this kind of like holster piece that's over here. So I'll draw this from the hand. So I'm gonna come out like this, and there's going to be like this holster piece that comes at an angle. This is going to kind of come up like that, and then this will just kind of pull right back up there like that. So we'll have this like little holster, and that'll come up like this. Then from the middle of the holster, or the edge of the holster here, we can curve this in this direction. Maybe have like a little bit of a shadow right there. And then this edge here, we're going to draw that on this side. So I'm going to start over on this left side of the thigh, and we're going to come up, and I'm going to almost go right to the edge of this shape right over here. Then I'm going to come down from there. I'm going to try to match the same thickness as I have over here. Then we'll come back to the right. This will come down, and then this will have a slight curvature to it like this. So we could do a slight curvature right there. Then up over here, this is actually going to come to the right a little bit. And then over down here, we want to try to draw a line that's going to come from here, and this is going to be like a subtle line. And then right when it gets here, there's almost like this little rapid acceleration that happens right here. Okay, so this kind of quickly rises. So we're going to do the same, and we want to come at an angle like this, almost like parallel to these guys right here. We're going to want to draw a line like that. So this is just a guideline right now. And I'm going to come down and just have a slight curvature to it. And then just as I get over here, this is going to kind of quickly bend. Okay, and then on this side, this is going to go over and again get wider down here than it is up over here. So this is going to kind of curve, and it's going to curve like that. Okay, so these will connect, and then we're going to come down at a slight angle, and both of these will be similar at an angle. Then this back shape, this is going to be parallel to this curve here. Okay, so we want to go from here, and we're going to come, and we're going to try to stop right about here. This is going to come and just keep going like this. And it's going to stop right about here. And then we're going to do a line there. We'll do a line right about here. And there'll be a little thin edge that kind of follows there. Then we can extend this down, and this will point. So right here where this kind of points, we're going to have that kind of point like that. Okay, so this will kind of combine down here. And then over here, I'll just have this kind of pull out a bit like that. And then this will flare out. And I'll leave this for a quick second because I want to draw this piece, this foot piece now. So over here, we'll go in parallel to this line. We'll do one right about here. And then right on this edge here will be kind of close. So we're gonna follow that edge there. And now remember, we have this curve here. So it's almost like let's follow and kind of continue this curve a little bit. And we'll do the same on this side. This will kind of come down. And then this will be at a slight angle, but a little bit more horizontal. Okay, so it's like almost like these are converging down there. And then this will go at an angle, and this side here will go at a slight angle. And we'll kind of connect those like this. So this side here is getting a little bit wider than this inner part. And then this we can taper up to the right a little bit. Then we're gonna have like this little bulge right there. And then a flat spot. And then this will actually kind of stick out like that and be connected like this. Now this base here will actually have this kind of flared and get a little thicker down there. All right, so we have our other leg in place and in position. Now let's go over to the left and we'll finish off the left side. I'm going to start off with the arm that's really close to the chest area here. So we're going to do a line that follows this chest area like this and kind of opens up just a little bit. And then this line will kind of be curving like this a little. Now, just below this chest area here, we're going to come right about here, and we're going to have a line that's pretty much horizontal like that, right about there. Then this will be angled and chamfered just a little, and this will kind of go up like that. And then this will come down. Then we'll have an edge that comes over to the left. And then we're going to kind of come up and we're going to do the same. We're going to have like a little chamfer there. And then we're going to come across. I might actually chamfer this just a little bit more like that. Okay, and now this will just kind of go over back up in there. And then we're going to extend 2 lines that kind of come down a little bit from here. There's going to be a line right here. So this is going to be like this intersection piece that's kind of like the elbow piece. And then we'll have like this chamfer that kind of runs over top of that. So it's a little bit wider than the inner chamfer is. And then this will extend, then this will come down, and then this is going to come down to the right, to the, just almost like straight down. And then right over here, I'm just going to draw a line off of those 2 chamfered edges like that. Okay. Now, before I finish the rest, let's kind of do both the kind of gun and scope piece before we wrap up the hand, okay? Because we want this hand to end right about here. So this is gonna kind of stop like right about here. So we want that hand to be coming out of this shape right in here. So what I'll do is I'm going to draw the gun shape now. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to start in this middle forearm section here. Okay, so I'm going to come up from here vertically like this. Okay, so this is going to come up. And actually we can tilt that just a little bit to the left. And then you can see I'm coming up like this, and then we're gonna have that gun kind of coming up in this direction like this, okay? So we want to have almost like this cylindrical shape like that over here. So this will kind of come up and curve like that. And then this will curve as well, like this. Then we can connect those there. Okay, so this is kind of like the middle of our gun. Now if I take this over and I kind of bring this down, this will just help us set up that shape. So then from here we can draw a line that comes up right over there, and we can do another line right here. So this is going to have like these 2 ribs. So this rib will follow that edge, and then we'll do another one that kind of starts getting a little bit bigger like that. Okay, now this actually is going to flare over to the right, and we want to stop right about here, and then this one's going to flare over to the left like that. Now this curve here, we want to make like a larger elliptical shape over here. So if we did a larger one, that'll be like this. So I have this like larger elliptical shape, just like that. And then this will come out and we'll try to follow this line here. So I want to try to maybe make this a little bit more in this direction like that. Come off like this. And then this one here will do the same like that. And then we'll round this end like that. Now the difference here is there's going to be these ribs that happen on the end like that. And then what happens here is we're just going to have like these little bulges kind of round like that. Then we could put this little triangular shape over here. So we'll follow this down. It'll be like a flat spot here. And this will kind of triangulate right there. Okay, do that. Then we'll do this round piece right up here. And this will have a step down like that. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to do a smaller cylindrical shape in here. So this will be like a joint that extends from the middle part of the gun off to the outer part. And then we'll go in from this edge here. We'll just come in a little bit, but we'll keep this kind of going in the same path. Okay, so we want to try to be parallel as much as we can, like that. And then same with this up here. So this line here, we'll just try to extend this down like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this curve here. We're going to do like a big elliptical shape right about here. So I want this like cylindrical shape there. So you can kind of see how I have like this piece here, and then you're seeing like this inner spacer piece kind of bridges that gap right in there. And then down over here we can do a smaller elliptical shape right about here. So we'll just draw this elliptical shape like that. Just like that. So right to the outer edges. And then what we can do is we can draw a smaller one, just offset that ellipse, and we'll just draw like the thickness of the metal. So we'll just draw a smaller ellipse like that. And then we'll take this smaller ellipse here, okay, and we'll just draw it, we'll just offset it like this. But only this side here you're gonna see, because that's kind of like the opening of the pistol. Okay, then we're gonna have this little sculpted piece right over here. We're gonna do a line that curves with the outside of our pistol, and then we're gonna follow this lower section here. We'll go parallel, and then this will curve just like that. And we could do like a little step inside like that. So that's just gonna be like a little detail in the pistol. Okay, then we can go back up here and we're gonna have like a little piece that angles and comes down. And this is like this top piece over here. And this is just gonna come in right there. So you're gonna see like that piece sticking up there just a little bit. And now we can complete the hand over here on this side. And I'll go and drop this down just a little bit more. We'll do another faceted edge there. And then this can actually go and connect right about here. Now, I'm gonna have this little holster piece that's kind of sticking out. So this holster over here, there's going to be one over on this side. So I'm going to have that kind of stick out from here. Then this is going to come down and taper like that. It's going to taper in this direction. And then we're just going to kind of come down like this. So we'll have that little holster piece. Now I think that might be a little bit too big, so I'm going to trim that down a bit. It's just going to make that a little bit smaller like this. Yeah, just like that. It's a little bit better. Okay, and then we'll follow this edge here. I'm going to follow that forearm like that. Okay, then we can taper this over to the left. We'll follow these edges right here, and we'll just kind of offset that. And then we're gonna have a thumb that is flat like this. So we'll draw this like rectangular shape. And then this is gonna kind of point down like this. So that's the thumb, it's bent, and there's gonna be a shape around it like that. And this is gonna bend and come back out like that. So we're gonna not see any of this down here. And then I'm gonna have a finger that comes from this direction and up. And we'll actually make this a little bit smaller. So this thumb is gonna be up a little higher. It's gonna taper like that. These fingers are a little bit too low. And then we're gonna have a finger that kind of comes over in this direction. And we're gonna have another one that's like this, over in this direction. And then the last one that kind of picks up like that. So we'll kind of see something like this, and then that thumb is gonna just go and taper in that direction. Okay, and then we can put one more detail. We'll put this other shape right about here. And this is going to be kind of like this faceted piece. Just like that. It's going to be like this little bolt thing. It's kind of sticking out the side. Just like that. And I think on this side, I'm just going to draw this shape that connects right here. And then it's going to be offset just a little bit. So this will come down like this. And then it'll come over to the left. And we'll actually point this a little bit more like that, so we can erase these lines here. And then this will point and just be kind of like stepped up like this. There we go. All right, I'm going to put another little detail line over here. This little trapezoid type of shape. We'll do the same on this side. And then I'm going to put another shape right over here next to the head. So we're going to come off of this shoulder and we're going to come over to the right slightly. And then this is going to have a curve to it like that. And this will taper out. We'll have another curve, comes like that. And this is going up in this direction like this, okay? So right from this taper, we'll come up like that. And we want to end like right where the head is here. So we'll do this shape like this. This will end like that. But before I end there, I'm going to have a line that comes down. And then this is going to step up just a little bit, like that. So that'll step up. And then we'll have another smaller piece that's coming off of this. This will curve. And this will be stepped up. Just like that. So we have that shape over there. And then if we want to put the Decepticon logo in, we can do that. So I'll go and start with the outer shape. So if this is the center of the chest right here, I'm going to come out to the left and right slightly. I'm going to taper this at an angle like that. Then we're going to come down on both sides. Then we're going to come in. And then we're going to have this shape that comes down and has like a little V point right there. Maybe two edges right there. They're kind of broken apart. And we'll just draw this kind of a little bit more like just a graphic. So we won't put too much detail because it's pretty small. We'll just leave that just like a little, we'll just color it in like that. We could put these two little eyes like that. All right, grab yourself a black Sharpie and let's marker in Megatron. Okay, using an eraser, I'm going to go gently erase all of those unwanted pencil lines and clean up my drawing for coloring. Well, now the fun part. Follow along as I color in Megatron. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel because I do videos like these ones right over here on the left every weekday. And until that next one, I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.